Hello and welcome back to Let's Race with Cone. We are on the final 2 lessons in the Live for Speed driving school. First up here is the F08, which is a Formula style car, open wheel, but it's a I wouldn't say junior class. It's a very high speed V8 powered Formula car, but not quite to the level that an F1 car will be. And you'll see that car next to the BF1, which is a real modeled F1 car, BMW Williams. We're going to start out here with the F08. The track is West Hill, and this is by far my favorite track in the game. Only one configuration, kind of standard road course, but it has very long sweeping turns. It really suits my style, my preferred style of road course. The description says that this car is the hardest car to drive in the game, and that's just because it's got so much power. Let's see if I can remember which car, which one the limiter is. Not that one. That one. So much power, so little weight, not a lot of downforce, but does have, you know, pretty good sized wings to it. But it's not as high tech as an F1 car. Being a little cautious right off the bat there. A lot of these turns are probably going to end up being flat out. Bottoming out the turns, downforce pushing it down. If this was a Toyota commercial, it would be grounded to the ground. Ooh. That's not very grounded to the ground. I saw it. Yep. Alrighty. As it says in the description there, the track is made for really high-speed cars. It shows. It's not nearly as much fun in a slower road car or a GT car. It's really well suited for cars like this. Any cars getting away already. I always notice about this car is it's very aero dependent, so if you get right up behind somebody in a turn, it's really easy to lose control. Oh man, that was a solid hit. You can see here that just got a little sideways in the middle there, and just catching the grass was enough to push it offline enough to screw me all up. Pretty fast, not that fast, not that fast. Ouch! Around that much, you end up losing. It's take a little wider line than you did. There's a big no-no in this car. Oh, touching the grass. do something a little different here and do post commentary. Because this one took so long and required so much of my, focus and concentration, I pretty much just stopped talking. So there would have been no commentary to have here. So coming through here, I had pretty much figured out this first half of the track that I could get up to him, but there was no adequate place to pass. Really running pretty slow, taking wide lines all the way through here, so that I could be at just the right distance coming out of the chicane to drive off and pass it. So I really got a good line through here. This is about ideal spacing to try and get a good run. And down into here, it's just a matter of outbraking and hoping it sticks. And luckily for once, it actually did here. Conservative through here. I'm lucky that it didn't end up rear-ending me. But it was enough to get the job done. I don't plan to do much post-commentary like this, but in this case it's just kind of a necessity. I definitely prefer the live commentary feel of the series. Okay, so we survived the F08 there. It took a while, but it did eventually beat it. So that just leaves the BMW Sauber F1, the 2006 model. So you get the V8 with traction control and with the cut slick tires. It's basically modeled exactly like the F1 car was that year. It's extremely hard to drive, and we are on the Aston GP circuit, I believe. Nope, just the national circuit. So it's a pretty short track. Should make things easier. Hold on, wheels out of calibration there. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull out on track. So right off the bat there, you can hear the traction control working. Get just like that, 190 miles an hour. It's incredibly lucky that this year happened to have traction control. It would be even harder to drive without it. But your reaction time just has to be so fast. Just practicing here, and I'm struggling to do any commentary just because you're going so fast. You gotta really focus on where the line is and where you should be braking, where the track's about to kill you, stuff like that. You also sit so low in this car that it's pretty hard to see. That's definitely our first 200-mile-an-hour experience in the game. No ABS, that's for sure. control is very advanced. It's not nearly as intrusive as it would be in a street car. It knows exactly how much power to put to the wheels to get max performance, not necessarily just to stop them from spinning. Further ado, let's go ahead and start the last lesson. The launch control is not actually modeled here. We'll use every bit of that traction control to get us off the line. Kind of a abrupt transition there. Whoops. I stopped paying attention for half a second to look at the headphone jack, and I'm crashed. So if I remember correctly, there's a certain speed at which the traction control starts working. So you hear it lets the tire spin for a little while, and then it'll kick in. Way too late on the brakes. I can probably get around them right away with the draft down the front stretch, but I'm having a hard time just not hitting him. Too many gears there. That is a slow turn for an F1 car. Being at Monaco. Right to the end. Clean turn one there. I think I kind of blocked him a little and freaked him out. This is the part of the track I'm struggling with. Slow down. Locked him up. He made up quite a bit of time right there. space. It's me braking that I'm really struggling. Luckily, I think I have just enough room. Closed in quite a bit. But it wasn't quite enough. Okay, that's a wrap. That's the entire driving school of Live for Speed. If you don't have the game, I highly recommend going and giving Scavier their $25 or whatever their rate is right now. It's not as polished as some Sims, it's not as well developed, or I don't mean well developed, but it's not as finished. But it's definitely worth the money. It's a great tool to learn proper driving technique. And I'd like to see your playthroughs of the driving school as well. So from here, the series is done for the season, but I do intend to start something in iRacing, as I mentioned earlier. I'm not entirely sure of the format, but we'll see how it goes. So until then, thanks for watching the series, and I will see you next time.